Uh,
Sure.
I can tell you on the industrial side, if we just think about some of the, the engineering processes that we have in place, right? Uh, in the same way that when we're designing a new line, or and we go through that factory acceptance test,
Mhm.
we have to think about the HAZOP and the processes that we are utilizing to actually design the different interlocks
Mhm.
because of events, failure mode effect analysis, whatever process we're running. A event can actually trigger the same impact. So it we need to look at this from a different lens. And one of the things that occurred to me back in my Siemens days when we were building out the security business is no matter what controls that we were integrating, security controls on that industrial control system, whether it was on that process control network or the control system network, field device network, it was always an overlay. It was never truly integrated.
Yeah.
And so for example, the disconnect here is I think when you look at the industrial control systems, rarely are you taking syslog events into into SIM, right?
Right. Yeah.
There's a multitude
Very
of
rare.
reasons for that, right? I
Yeah.
think one of the primary reasons is on that process control network with the PC-based systems. Yes, sure, you have application security events that you take out of the OS, right? You do need to have some unique correlation rules that are focused
Mhm.
more on operationally centric versus
Right.
DNS centric, right?
Yeah.
But I think the biggest reason is once you get south of that process control network, 80% of the devices, they don't support any type of security eventing, right?
No. Right.
So it's kind of a
Unfortunately.
layered approach. So one of the points that kind of occurred to me early on is if you think about the alarm management philosophy of the SCADA system, right? It's all about your process events.
Mhm.
And there's really interesting analytics you can run on this today. So you can actually determine, hey, this one level sensor that we're utilizing, we've had excessive failure rates. Maybe it's time to look at a different type of sensor, right? But
Right.
what we never overlay is if we have some events, right?
Yeah.
We're never integrating. And I always thought that would be so fascinating if you could merge the alarm events, the process events with
Mhm.
those cyber events and
Right.
correlate the time.
Absolutely.
That would be a really interesting analysis.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's an
And there's
example of it's a bolt on.
Yeah, right? Yeah, and there's folks that are trying to do that, and I think we're getting there. So it's really fascinating to where you can get the true big picture. And not only in the OT environment, but then does that line up with IT? So I want to see everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
overall from big picture. Now I just want to see also
Mhm.
OT by itself, right? So, I don't want, to see everything all at once, and that's all I'm going to look at. I'll still just focus in OT.